Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Step by Step Cooking with Melissa. Today we're going to do a special dish called groundnut soup. This is a Ghanaian recipe, so it's from Ghana. The groundnut actually refers to peanuts, but in some cultures you don't call peanuts, you call them ground nuts, or when it's peanut butter you call them ground nuts. So that's what we're going to do today. You can have any sort of protein that you'd like in this dish. It could be fish, it could be beef, it could be lamb, it could be chicken. It could be chicken with a dried fish as a seasoning, and then you just take it out. But today I chose to do chicken, and we're going to do it with chicken legs. So this is a very simple recipe. It doesn't take a lot of prep. Oh, I forgot my knife. Hold on one second. At least you know it's clean. Anyway, it doesn't take a lot of prep. So we're going to start out with some of the ingredients for like the stock part of the dish. I've also got a casserole that we're going to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by adding 6 cloves of garlic. And so I've already got 5 cloves that have already been peeled. And I know that I've done this before and I've shown everyone before, but I just want to show you again in case you don't know. An easy way to peel garlic is to press down on each end. Of course, I chose the one that's more difficult. And then the peel should just peel right off for you. So you do that. Let me put it over here. There we go. Easy, easy way to peel your garlic. So we've got that. I've also got about 2 inches worth, because there's 2 thumbs worth, right, of garlic, or I'm sorry, of yummy, yummy ginger. I'm just going to throw this baby in there. A lot of times people think that they need to peel the ginger. You don't. You don't. It's like an apple. You don't need to peel the apple. You don't need to peel the ginger. I'm going to throw that into the pot as well. I've got a couple of bay leaves. They're kind of tiny, so I've decided to go with 3. Throw them in there. I've got a couple of habanero peppers. Just gonna throw those little babies in there. And then I've got 2 onions, which I didn't prep. Probably should have. But it's gonna be easy, it's easy. 2 onions I'm gonna add to the pot. And I'm just gonna quarter them. The reason for this is that eventually I am going to take the vegetables out of the stock and I'm going to puree them in the blender. So we don't have to be too precise in terms of cutting. Throwing everything into the pot reminds me of last weekend. Last weekend I had a little friend come over and we made our own little creation, and we threw just about anything and everything we could find in the kitchen into the pot, including candy and soda and hot peppers and some tomatoes, that sort of thing. Anyway, it was very delicious, I tell you that. And it was a lot of fun. So, we've got all of that. We've got it into our casserole dish, or our pot here. And I've got some yummy, yummy tomato paste. So tomato paste is basically concentrated tomato. So I'm going to do about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds worth of tomato paste. That's how you measure it. At least that's how I measure it. And then I'm going to stir in about 2 cups of chicken stock. Actually, I decided to go with chicken bouillon. So got that. So we've got all of our veggies in here, stirring it up. And then, forgot to take it out of the fridge, but I've got chicken legs. So here I've got 5, let's see. 1, 2, 6. 6 chicken legs. Okay. So I've got the chicken legs and the vegetables in the pot. I'm going to simmer this for about 20 minutes, and then I will take out the vegetables, and we will puree them along with some other ingredients to include the peanut butter. But while I'm doing that, we actually have to prepare the peanut butter because we can't do like name brand peanut butter, let's put it that way. It needs to be pure peanut butter. And I'll show you how we're going to do that here in just a minute. Thanks. Okay everyone, well welcome back. As you can see, we've got our pot, or Dutch oven, that's what I failed to call it earlier, on the stove. So it's, I'm going to bring it to a simmer, and then I'm going to cover it, turn it down, and let it boil, or simmer, sorry, for about 20 minutes. In the meantime, we need to make our peanut butter. So peanut butter, believe it or not, is probably one of the easiest things that you could ever make. So all I have here is 16 ounces of unsalted peanuts. Actually a little less because I did eat some of the peanuts earlier, but that's okay. Oh, and then we need, sorry, I forgot. A little pinch of salt, which I happen to have. Throw that little baby in there. A bit more, like that. And then we're going to put the lid on the food processor and process this until we've got peanut butter. It takes over 5 minutes, so believe me, I won't keep you that long, but I'm just going to show you how it starts out, and then I'll let you see what the finished product looks like. Okay, here we go. Okay everyone, it's been, I would say approximately 5 minutes, and I just wanted to show you that we now have our creamy ground peanut butter. Okay, so we're going to add this to our stew here in a little bit, but in the meantime I'm going to take this out and put it to the side because I need to clean this, the food processor, so that I can puree the vegetables in a little bit. So I will get back to you soon. Okay everyone, well, welcome back. We've just let our vegetables and our chicken simmer for about 20 minutes, and I've taken the vegetables out of the Dutch oven and I've put them into the food processor. So we're going to do that. Oh, and I also took the peanut butter out of the food processor and I put it into this cup. So it yielded about, I would say, 1 1/4 cups of peanut butter. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add that peanut butter. This. There we go. And then we're also going to add 28 ounces of peeled tomatoes. We got some tomatoes there. And with all its juices. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and put on the lid, and we're going to puree this until it's pureed. Have it. We've got everything pureed and it's ready to go back into the pot. Before we do that, I am going to add a little bit of salt, and you could add salt and pepper to taste. I'm just going to do this now, and then I'll probably do it again when I'm done, but let me get the pepper. I thought I was out of pepper the other day, but then I realized that I've got my old stomping ground pepper from my favorite place, and we all know where that's from. We can tell. I don't even have to tell you. And a little bit of pepper. So we're going to take this, put it into the Dutch oven. We're going to simmer it again for about 45 minutes, and then I will be back. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. Let me just do a quick recap of what has just transpired over the last 40 minutes. Nigel's my little kitty. Nai, go ahead, come on. Nai. I'm just gonna have to, there we go. So anyway, I went ahead and simmered the soup. I know I told you for about 45 minutes, and this actually took about 35 minutes, and the reason for that is, well, not the reason, but the reason that I stopped at 35 minutes was that the meat started falling off of the chicken bone, and I thought, you know what, that's enough. It's done, it's good. You can add, let's see if I have, yes I do. You can add some more salt and pepper if you'd like. I chose not to because I really like the taste of this right now. And in terms of consistency, I think that my friends from Ghana would tell me that this is a little bit too thick, or just way too thick. So if you'd like your soup to be a little bit thinner, you could just put more bouillon or broth or whatever you want into it and cook it up. I think that's about it. You can also serve this over rice, and in Ghana and other parts of the world they call this fufu. But I'm not going to call it fufu because my other cat, Fiona, who is over there, I call her Fufu. That's her nickname. So Fufu, Fifi, that sort of thing. So we're not going to have fufu for dinner tonight. But here you go. This is our groundnut soup from Ghana. And I wish everyone a good evening and bon appetit. And until next time. Girl power. Hashtag take care of yourself first. I do not know why I just said that. Actually, I do. Anyway. Mwah.